What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today I am going to be telling you how to stop reading like a retard. I used to read like an absolute moron because I heard people say how you should read blah blah blah. It didn't really penetrate my head too much, right? Here's the thing. People, they get books to read them, to check them off cover to cover, and then have them in their bookshelf or take a picture, upload it to Instagram and say, today I read 48 Laws of Power, whatever the heck you read. But now you're like flexing. Oh yeah, bro, I'm better than you. I've read 48 Laws of Power. I haven't read some of these books, by the way, but these are like really popular books. I read 48 Laws of Power, Think and Grow Rich, Psychology of Money, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Way of the Superior Man, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've read them all, guys. I'm a absolute giga chad. People read books to be able to like flex, like, bro, I've read this book, right? Now, sure, you can do that. I mean, why not, right? I guess that's part of the benefit you gain from reading a book. But the main goal is to learn. People read a book and they learn from it, right? People read it cover to cover and they forget about it. These are the stupid people. Now, the other smarter people that are still stupid, in my opinion, read the book from cover to cover and they underline some things they like. They highlight or whatever. Now, this is an improvement, but it's still not the best. It could be a lot better. Because if you like a quote, don't just underline it and forget about it. If you actually like it and it's worth underlining for you, write it down on a piece of paper so you see it every day. I am either getting better or getting worse. I read that and I thought, wow, I really like this. It'll remind me, dude, what are you doing right now? Is this actually improving you? No, it's making you worse, so lock it. Right, things like that. So when you read a book, you can read it cover to cover, but you should only do this to get an idea what the book's about, right? You get a book if you buy it, right? If it's gifted to you, then maybe it's not something you found interesting or so, whatever. But if you buy it, it's because something interests you, right? So you can read it cover to cover, but go to that part you think is interesting or it might help you, whatever reason you bought it, and read that, analyze it, study it, right? Underline it, annotate it. Heck, if you want, this is what I did. I read the 4-Hour Work Week and I found some interesting stuff. This was like last year, and I went to the printer and I like printed the page and I cut it out so I have like some stuff from the 4-Hour Work Week, which I found really helpful, right? Actually, I made a YouTube video in like September or August, something, 2025, where I had the How to Win Friends and Influence People, that book. I had it, and I made a short. It was like my first or second short I made. And it's like, I'm showing you, underline what you think is important, and then get a Post-it note, and then put it at the start of the chapter so you can like read the book, right? Now, this is actually something I think is extremely useful, right? I've actually gotten lazy and stopped doing it, but I still have it. How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I actually like added these little things, which you might think is gay, but right, like the book, I added sticky notes at like a ton. Look, sticky note, part 3, chapter 4. Chapter is called The Drop of Honey. Basically, I said gentleness and friendliness are always stronger than fury and force. Little note, begin something in a friendly way, like if you're going to correct somebody. So now, I actually did this with another book I had. It took me about probably a couple weeks to read it, maybe 5 to 10 hours total. I read the entire book cover to cover again in 5 minutes by looking at these little things and regaining 95% of the information. So this is really helpful to do. Right, post-it notes so you can like look back and gain all the knowledge, right? But don't read books to read them and be able to flex about them. You want to read a book to actually learn from it. as a matter of fact, I'm guilty of this myself, and I'm improving on it right now. I got this book on like how to make better sales by Alex Hormozy for Christmas for my family, and I've been reading it, but I've been reading it cover to cover, like, ooh, interesting, flip page, interesting, flip page, done. New day, I have time to read, so flip page, read, flip page, read. There's nothing wrong with this, but it's ineffective. It is suboptimal. The problem with this is that you're not really drawing information, because I'm towards the end of the book now. What I learned at the start, I forgot it. I don't remember anything from the start. This is why I should have a notebook and implement it into my business. I'm going to try to do some lawn mowing and stuff this summer. I should implement it into my business, what I learned. So should you. So, at the end, what can you take from this video? What can you actually learn from it? Right? It is to, when you get a book, actually skim the book. There's this rich guy, his name is Luke Belmar. I watched one of his like videos, and he's like, bro, don't like read the book cover to cover. That's for peasants. He likes to call you peasants a lot, which is interesting. I find that kind of funny. But I'm also a peasant right now, but not for long, right? I'm gonna become a king one day, as Luke Belmar would say. But don't read books cover to cover. Read them, skim over the book, be like, I like this part, I'm gonna read it, read it, reread it, reread it, rewrite it, put it on your wall, if that helps you, right? Memorize it, whatever the heck you need, right? So actually take what's like important to you, like there's a lot of books like this, and people often make these mistakes of like just reading them cover to cover. So learn from this video to become better than most people when it comes to reading. Underline it, and then on a post-it note, summarize the entire chapter and what you can actually take and learn from it, right? And also, skim the book. Skim what you find interesting, what you find helpful, and yeah. I just realized, because I flipped the screen from like that to like that, I just realized you guys might be watching me sideways. If you are, I apologize in advance. Bye.